Peace. Good morning, family. How you doing? It's Mr. R2 here at Consistency is Currency, your morning podcast of choice. Just want to say good morning to you. Today is July the 27th. Today is Wednesday, July the 27th. And just so glad to be here on this day because there was someone who didn't make it to see Tuesday. There was someone who probably did not make it to even see Monday, but we're here alive and well enough to have this open dialogue conversation right here on this digital platform on Consistency is Currency. Again, it's your morning podcast of choice. I just want to say I thank you and I appreciate you for just being here. Peace. Good morning, Miss Selena. Where you at today? You in Africa or something? France? Downtown Bosnia. I don't know where you at today. You've been like all over the place, but in a good way. But yeah, just want to show my gratitude for you saying good morning, grand rising, whichever one that you say, wherever you from, however you see it. But yeah, today we're definitely not going to be on long today, but really just want to tap in. No, just Temple. Okay, I got you. Today, we just want to tap into the subconscious you and to speak to the you that you are right now. So, of course, today's subject, we're going to be talking about the unfounded you. Now, I was listening to, I get inspiration from a whole lot of places. And the unfounded you came from something I was listening to this morning, and I was like, okay, let me explore that just a little bit. Let me see what it's about. Let me see how it can help somebody else. But as I was going through my research, I was like, okay, I can see that there is some direction with this, and because there's some direction with it, then I'm gonna go ahead and use it. I'm like, bet, boom, let's go ahead and do this thing. So hey, before we start, I want you to put inside the chat unfounded. Peace. Good morning, Miss Anderson. Put unfounded. Because I want you to understand this word unfounded, I want you to type it just so you can see it. So when you see it or you can identify it, you can begin to communicate with yourself and say out loud, that's unfounded. That's unfounded. And really hold truth to that because it really is unfounded. So just go ahead and put unfounded inside the chat. So we just go ahead and jump deep into this. Peace, good morning, Facebook user, whoever that is. Yeah, Facebook be tripping sometime. All right. So unfounded. For those that may be new to the platform, you will see the words, you'll see the definition of the words, and then we'll invert the word just to give it a different type of context, something new. But we won't be on long today, but I just want to tap in real quick. So let's go ahead and jump 2 feet deep into it. Unfounded. It says the definition of unfounded is having no foundation or basis in fact. That's simple, right? That could be a very easy definition. Unfounded, having no foundation or basis in fact. And because it has no basis in fact, that means that it's groundless. That means that it's unwarranted. That means it lacks sound basis. But a lot of times we begin to believe so much into it that we have begun the process of adopting that particular thing. And so let's take this quick deep dive and get into unfounded real quick. All right, can we do that? Can we take a deep dive? Yeah, let's go ahead and take a deep dive. So I'm gonna take this away. I don't know where my camera is, but it is okay. We're gonna push through it because it's about sound. If you can hear me, that's all that matters. All right. So unfounded. One thing we have to understand that because it says that it has no foundation. It has no basis. And because it has no foundation nor a basis of it, so then that means you don't have to hold on to it to be true. There are unfounded reasons. There are also unfounded fears. So because it is an unfounded fear, that means that you don't have to hold on to it, because it's unwarranted. So why hold on to an unfounded fear when it's not really fear itself? And because it's not fear itself, that means that you don't have to hold on to it at all, because it's not grounded on the truth. So who told you that you cannot be great? Who told you that you cannot be successful? Who told you that you can't be in love? Who told you that you were not worthy? Those are unfounded situations that you can very well find yourself in. But you have to look at that situation dead in its face, and you tell that situation that is unfounded. That has no foundation in my world. That has no foundation in the who that I am. So I'm not going to be content with your unfounded way of doing things. So because that you want to put yourself into an area of discovery, then you won't have to identify the unfounded things that are in your life, or the unfounded way that you have been thinking about certain things. That's like staring, or when people say the elephant in the room. The elephant in the room is an unfounded truth, because the elephant in the room was actually you not wanting to deal with that particular thing. That's you not being honest enough to have conversations with yourself in order for you to begin to relive the thing that you can open up to, which is yourself, your truth, your transparency, your honesty. So have you been living and walking through unfounded halls inside of your brain, inside of your mind, and inside of your subconscious? Because remember, unfounded, it says that it has no foundation. Truth has foundation, right? Commitment has a foundation, right? Discipline has a foundation. But because you feel that you cannot be disciplined, that is a unfounded thought process, because there is no foundation in why you're not being disciplined, because you can. That is a choice that you made. And because you've made that choice to be undisciplined or lack thereof, so therefore you have to look at you and tell you that there is something about you that you need to change. So now when we tap into the unfounded you, that's you staring doubt in the face and walking away from doubt. That's you staring, you saying, I'm not confident enough. So what's the foundation of your confidence? Because the things that you're doing right now are probably the things that you used to be afraid of. The actions that you're taking, the processes that you have developed within your own life right now are probably used to be the things that may have been unfounded to you. It had no foundation, but now you do have a foundation, because you have committed yourself to being successful. So because you have already committed yourself to being successful at that particular time, that lets you know that you can do it again. So therefore, it's no longer unfounded to you, because now you have a foundation and a basis of duplicating that process. So I have a question before we go, because I'm not feeling this no camera thing, just to be honest. What are the unfounded things that you're dealing with right now? Is it a lack of confidence? Um, is it self-sabotage? Because you can look at some unfounded things and begin to sabotage your whole future, because that unfounded fear will begin to paralyze everything that you're working on and everything that you've worked for, and it will shatter that dream because you gave it so much life, you believed in it so much that you created a foundation inside of your mind. You've created a foundation for it. But when you look at it for what it is, like right now, and be like, man, that's unfounded. I've fabricated that. I made that what it is. And I don't have to make it what it is anymore because it's unwarranted. Success is warranted. Unfounded fear is unwarranted. So let's speak to the unfounded you. I'm going to tell you right now that you got it. You have it so much that you're going to have to believe in yourself a whole lot more. Believe in your dreams a whole lot more. Believe in your consistency a whole lot more. Believe in your confidence a whole lot more. Believe in your own wisdom a whole lot more. Believe in your own truth a whole lot more. And remember, when you develop that level of consistency, of truth, of light, of transparency, you too can become successful in duplicating that process over and over again. Why? Because you've seen it before. And because you've seen it before, you can identify it. And because you can identify it, therefore, that means what? That means that there is a foundation that you can build on and add on to. It's no longer unfounded, because the unfounded fear has no basis in your life. The unfounded reason has no basis in your life. Now it's time for you to be found. Discover your new you. Discover your best you. Discover the who that you are and just be great at it. You know what? Don't just be great at it. Be phenomenal in who that you are. All right. Even though there's no camera, you be all right. But hey, I thank you for being here at Consistency is Currency, your morning podcast of choice. You guys be blessed. And remember, tomorrow is another day for you to be successful. Peace.